ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're not giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
can still get a first down without scoring. Back to throw again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
First and goal, handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Touchdown, Georgia. They draw first blood in this national title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds his man. It's Hicks. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab behind the line, it's Hicks. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who Had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Hicks. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Hicks. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they answer with their first score of this title game. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive. And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is brought down. It's a start of the next drive. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference-maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside who can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And 3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Wants to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
What an effort by the receiver here. Good job with the run after the catch to pick up that 1st down. The pass was short of the sticks, and this receiver is able to get the rest by himself. Terrific individual effort here.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the move now. Back-to-back deep shots. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but
that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great connection there for 6 points. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Gives it to the back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
There are a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They finally tack on, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. The clock has stopped, and they've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. One down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set him up 1st and goal at the 10.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back. Instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the 1st down, he is so elusive, he picks up 1st down yards.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Under pressure, just lets it go.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Deep throw across his body to the left. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags it with throw. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He flips it to the back across the middle. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Wideouts now clustered. They'll look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush gets home. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 18. Good job by the coverage team. Looking to bring heavy pressure here. They'll run it from the gun. He gets loose. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain in the pitch and catch.
But without a safety over top, this quarterback, every time he sees one-on-one opportunities, trust me, he's going to take shots. He believes in his receivers. He's got...
Touchdown, Notre Dame. They strike first in this national title bout. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw in the first play of this championship game. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught inside the 25.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You can see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjust to that ball thrown to the outside. Does a nice job of getting his feet
into the end zone. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
Great start to this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. He's running out of time here. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick throw to the left. What a stiff arm. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Second down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Really love what this defense is doing today. They're doing a nice job of taking away any success on early downs, and then it allows their defensive ends and pass rushers to get after the quarterback when they get him to 3rd and long.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the left side. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him. Looking to throw it again.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Checks this down to the running back.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quick completion to the tight end. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and moved it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Dogs looking to run some tempo here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's the running back in the flat. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this national championship game is now dead even. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pressure is coming. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense really clicking here. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to chuck it again. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Rolls right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And You know, that being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle made it to 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
And the Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the move now. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Hicks. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? And now they'll run it on the draw. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Irish. The conference championship on the line, Kurt, and you can tell with this intensity, the game dead even now.
Everything that you do in the off-season, winter conditioning, spring ball, those hot dog days of summer two-a-days, all the way through the season, it all comes down to this. These teams are leaving everything out on this field. Both want it desperately to win this championship.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. This pass is caught. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set, second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Incompletion brings up an important third down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. And that catch is hauled in. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Receivers are bunched together. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
It was a 1st and 10 play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line. It's Hicks. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. On first and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
getting set. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Touchdown, Georgia. They couldn't stop him there.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And the back now goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Using his legs, it's Hicks. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
First down here for this offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. First and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that will give them the lead now.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Georgia, 28.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the move now. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
He's hit right as he throws it and complete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Looking to throw yet again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up the 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Makes a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grabbed by the receiver. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throw to the running back in the flat. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. And this pass is on target, caught. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here we go, 7th play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Hicks. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. Get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made by the tight end. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, an interception late in the game like this in a tie game in the red zone. Just don't know how many opportunities you're going to get the ball back.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's found some room at the 45. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
They'll run it here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Well, you talk about a turn of events. What a job by this defense. You're thinking at the very least they're potentially going to give up the go-ahead field goal, maybe a touchdown. Instead, they come up with this interception and get the ball back to their offense.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Refuses to go down. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Play action here on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Let's stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right. This one caught. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made by the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, try to break the tie with a touchdown here late. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost him 5. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. With a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
But there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He settled with the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a late, deep throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield. He misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
The tight end has got it, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And it comes down to this in the national championship. make a winning play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's caught. Make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up, taking a shot deep toward the end zone? And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Interesting scenario here, Chris. Down by 3. A field goal obviously ties it here in the last few seconds. But do they take a chance? Do they potentially throw the ball into the end zone to try to go for the win? I think I'd kick it.
So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And that one's straight down the middle. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense has got this drive going now. A killer penalty to extend it. A fresh set of downs now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
How about that, Chris? Unbelievable. Our first play into overtime, and we got a touchdown. Now they got to play some defense and win this game.
And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Through. Going absolutely nowhere. Be a loss on the play. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Takes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
Here comes a crucial third down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. On third down, it's a handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. It's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Here's a run call on third and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
So now it's fourth down. Ball game on the line right now. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get organized before this critical play coming up. So now it's fourth down. Ball game on the line right now. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. So now it's fourth down. Ball game on the line right now. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So now it's fourth down. Ball game on the line right now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs.